Welcome to Wide Angle Conversations Season 2, an initiative of Life by Design with Taruna Aggarwal, sponsored by Diamond Apple, a unique e-commerce concept to sell aspirational diamond jewelry and accessories. Visit diamondapples.com to create your own diamond story. Talking about stories, Wide Angle Conversations facilitate meaningful discussions with women who have created success for themselves. We unravel their stories, understand their strategies, and uncover the mantras that have enabled the success. My guest today is Meenu Agarwal. Meenu is a clinical dietitian and nutritionist. Based in Singapore, she runs her health and wellness practice globally. She is passionate about making people healthier, fitter, and disease free. Welcome, Meenu. I'm so excited to have you on Wide Angle Conversations.
So am I.
Meenu, tell us what inspired to take up this profession? Did you study nutrition? Was it always your life plan?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
I was a science graduate, and immediately after my graduation, I got married, and
Okay.
then kids happened. And I was a Calcutta born and brought up,
Mm-hmm.
and then we moved to Gurgaon.
Okay.
And in 2005, we met a bad, terrible road accident where
dear.
I got multiple fractures,
Mm-hmm.
and I was diagnosed with a couple of micronutrient deficiencies along with some macros as well.
Oh, wow.
And that was a turning point,
Uh-huh.
which shook me with a big shock because initially I used to think being slim
Hmm.
or skinny is a sign of being fit.
That's true. That's all.
And I understood how wrong I was.
Yeah.
And that kind of initiated an interest in me to study nutrition,
Mm-hmm.
food, the diet which I'm taking, was it wrong, where I was doing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe that's the turning point in my life, which actually initiated me to study more in nutrition.
Okay.
Post that, we moved to Vietnam, and around 2000, post 2009,
Okay.
I decided finally, reading articles and journal is not enough.
Right.
I really want to pursue further in nutrition and dietetics.
Mm-hmm.
And there I enrolled myself for doing my master's in clinical nutrition and dietetics.
Okay.
Being a science graduate, it was a help.
And so after your master's, you set up your practice, and you said that it was online, and otherwise also you were through word of mouth doing all that work. Tell us about some of the strategies that helped you to achieve the success.
Initially, my practice started with, suggesting friends and family. Like usually what it happens when somebody
Yeah.
knows that you are a person studying nutrition, people starts asking you about their
Okay.
food and habit.
Hmm.
So that's how it started for me as well. And once they started seeing good result,
Hmm.
there was no looking back, because then the word of mouth referrals started spreading.
That's true.
And that's how the practice started.
Mm-hmm.
And for the online part, I always believed that I need to establish a bond between the readers or my followers. So I started posting small posts about writing about nutrition, day-to-day food, what are the small mistakes we do in a day-to-day basis we ignore, and that kind of accumulates and create ill health.
Right.
So I think that's something which helped creating that connect and the bond between the readers and my followers.
Today you have a flourishing practice. You're working in many countries, serving clients globally. You help them to set up their goals, and I'm sure initially they must be it's very motivated. The people are motivated. They want to go all out and achieve what they set out to. But it is human nature that over a period of time your motivation starts wavering. So and it would be a big thing for you, right? How do you keep your clients motivated to achieve their goals?
Correctly said. Initially, they are motivated, but over a period of time, this motivation starts lacking down.
That's right.
So it's a continuous interaction wherein I push them and not to give up in between their journey, and then talking to them helps them being on track. It's kind of, sometimes it is like almost daily interaction with them.
Oh, you're on
either on messages or over phone call.
All right.
So I ask them, keep sending messages, keep sending updates every day.
But each one is different, and so you are sending individual messages to each one.
Yes.
Wow, that is
So my morning starts with 2-3 hours of just messaging.
What is the most fulfilling moment for you?
When your clients write back to you or come back and says, we are able to achieve our goal, and now with this learning, we are able to carry this for our future health. That gives you immense pleasure. And especially when you see, when I see this old age population, the elderly population, they come and hug me after the talk or after the advice I give them. Sometimes they cry. There you think, yes, you are able to connect. And especially the critical patients like renal kidney patients or severe diabetic patient or a post-cancer patient, when they are able to recover or improve their health, that gives you immense pleasure.
We know in our life journey, we always face certain challenges, whether it is in our professional front or in the personal front. What was the most challenging situation that you faced?
For me, I think the decision when I decided to study again
Mm-hmm.
was not that easy as I thought it would be.
Okay.
The day, trust me, when the day when the study material arrived and I opened, it was a big shock. It was pretty difficult to focus and give the amount of time it needed, which initially I thought it would be easy. And it is pretty difficult to start studying again or pursue your study again after 12, 13 years gap.
Completely understand that.
There was a point when I thought, this is not my platter, I'll give it up. But then surprisingly, my family just stood as a support. My husband took full charge of the family. He said, no, you don't need to focus about this, you just study. Children also helped me. Like they said, we will do our own work, you better study.
Okay.
So the family support was enormous, which actually helped me.
Okay.
But yeah, it is not very easy.
Yeah.
Very easy. It's difficult. Kind of effort, and you need to memorize something, you need to understand.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time.
I think there's a phase when we study, and then after that we just kind of keep your books away, and it's tough.
You never realize when you're studying in the regular period of study or education that it could be that difficult.
Right. So on one end was your family support that helped you to kind of overcome the challenge that you were facing. What else helped you?
Yeah. Then with the family, as they stood as my support, I was literally locking myself in my room for 6-8 hours to study.
Oh, really?
Then I started interacting with my classmates in my college, and then they were younger to me by 14, 15 years. And meeting them, mingling them, being friendly with them to understand how to work and how to start putting those efforts, small pointers to work in favor of my thing. Then there was a mentor in my college who really worked well with me. She was also younger to me, but then surprisingly, she gave me certain pointers. She told me it's not to just pass out, not to earn the degree. Don't memorize or don't just try to gain those marks. Try to understand deeply. And those were the words which I still believe are the key points, which really helped me in overcoming my hurdles.
Wow, that's wonderful. Any learning that you take from that which you apply to your life now?
It's your hard work, your commitment, and believing in yourself that yes, you can do it. Do it with honesty. Hard work is a must. Don't give up in halfway. I'm sure you are able to achieve whatever you have planned for or decided to.
Right. You don't give up on what you've started. Go with the full commitment at it.
Absolutely.
What are your plans for the future, for your business?
Little long-term plan, if I say, opening up certain branches of food and wellness in India and some parts of Southeast Asia.
Okay.
And launching some healthy food, healthy snack options for it has initiated from my clients' issues.
Okay.
Usually my clients, working clients, they come up with a complaint, what should we eat during this 4 to 6 hours?
That's
4 to 6 p.m. is the critical time.
Right.
How to manage that hunger pangs. So just planning to come up with some healthy snack options.
That would be wonderful, because all of us struggle with snacking, even if we're trying to be very conscious, and there are not many choices available to us, so we just feed ourselves those empty calories, right? So it's a really great initiative, and I really wish you all the best, and hope to see Meenu's snacks very soon, healthy snacks very soon. Managing all of these, and as you told me that you are actually personally sending out messages to every client, it takes up a lot of energy, right? What do you do for your self-care, and how do you manage and maintain a balance?
See, my mantra is eat well, work out well, and spend quality time with the person whom you like to spend your time with.
Right.
So for me, myself, if you ask, my best time is going for some long walks with my husband, listening to some nice music, some soothing, nice music. I'm a Bollywood music fan.
Okay.
So I do that.
So when you're walking, you're listening to, you're catching up
When
on the Bollywood.
I'm walking alone, I listen to the music. When I'm walking with my husband,
Yeah.
we just keep chit chatting, and that's itself very soothing.
That itself is music.
Yes, better than the music. And
Right.
then I love to spend some quality time with my children,
Okay.
getting their insights on my work or in general chit chat.
Right.
So they always teach us, our generation, something new.
Yeah. They're very smart and they teach us a few things. So that's what, for your business itself, are they your mentors? Are they helping you and guiding you through? Not guiding you through, I think. Are they very active in, the way your business is going, what you're
Yes, yes,
doing?
yes, absolutely. In fact, my daughter is a professional cricketer.
Uh-huh.
So she is into sports. She plays for West Bengal now in
Right.
India.
Okay.
So she's a cricketer. So she's always into this. What should be the healthy diet for a sports person? Mama, tell me this. This is this good to have, or that is good to have. So it's a continuous discussion.
Right. I'm sure to her own friends, she's also doing, guiding them on nutrition.
She need not to directly connect me. Auntie, what should we do?
Okay, so they directly approach you.
So that's a direct approach here. But whenever they ask, she will give the phone to their friends.
Right.
Talk to my mama. She's there.
Okay, that's great. And I think the last thing that I want to really ask you is, we all have many possible versions. If you were not doing this, what would you be doing?
Possibly a teacher. I was teaching in Vietnam for a couple of years.
Okay.
Or
Mm-hmm.
if not a teacher, maybe a photographer. That was a long
That was a passion.
yes.
So would you bring it to reality now?
Don't know, maybe yes, in some time.
You don't know, maybe we see Meenu's, beautiful photography.
Possible, I can see better photographers in my home now. My children both, they love photography, and my husband has become a good photographer.
Wish you all the best for your photography passion as well as for your business and for yourself. And thank you for this really insightful and wonderful talk.